Happy, beautiful day. It's Pete Cohen here. It's Psychology's magazine, and thank you so much for being here if you're already here. Well, probably not here, but you might be here in a moment. Where are you? In fact, where are you in the world? If you're watching this live, just press 1. If you're watching this later on, press 2. We actually just went live 1 minute after 11 because we were observing or practicing the 1 minute silence for 9/11, which was 19 years ago. I can't believe it. I actually remember exactly where I was on that day. And who would have believed that first off that would have happened, and then who would have believed what happened after that? And my Psychology's live on Instagram every Friday at 11 is a new feature we started last week. It's all about Fantastic Fridays. You know, Fridays are normally a day where other people think, well, it's the end of the week, it's the weekend, it's a fantastic day. I would love to help, guide, coach and support you in making every day fantastic, but we can focus just on today. So if that's something that is of interest to you and excites you, then let's work together. I want to thank Psychology's magazine. I'm a massive fan of it. Who would have believed all those years ago, that I would be presenting and being featured in the magazine in the past. But the editor, I don't know how many of you know Susie, you might have seen some of her broadcasts before, but I've known Susie for a long time. I knew her way back when she was working on a magazine, another magazine, and I was a contributor. Because I'm a coach, I've been coaching people for years, I've written many books. I love to help people close the gap between where they are and where they want to be. I'm obsessed, actually, between closing the gap between where people are and where they're capable of being. And the three main areas that I'm really interested in, we call them the big three, right? The big three. The first is your health and your energy, your relationships and your work and your wealth. These are the areas that I'm really, really interested in. And I'm fascinated by the thoughts that people can have around these areas of possibility, right? I'm a massive fan of possibilities. I think even with all the challenges that we face right now in the world, I think, well, still, what is possible, what we can do. And many people throughout history have been possibility thinkers, but it's estimated that only 2% of people are possibility thinkers. Now, that's not a number I just pulled out of the sky. It's actually a number that I took from reading a book called Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill, who spent 25 years interviewing 500 people, and he could see patterns. When you spend enough time with people, you see patterns. But the fact is, if you're not in the 2% club, because the 2% have 100% success, right? In terms of the 2% of people that follow the formulas of success, because success always leaves clues, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel here, but my goal is to give you a different perspective of what is possible as I show up here on a Friday at 11. On a Tuesday, on the Facebook Live of Psychology's, I show up at 2 p.m. and we're in the middle of a 4-week session, live every week on the magic of thinking and acting big. I think we really now can think big. I think we should think big, and we should get excited about possibilities, right? Because this is a real magic wand, and I'm about to do some magic on you. Ready? There you go, I did it. There you go. And then again. See, there you go. There was the magic. You saw the camera move. That's magic. How did that happen? I believe in magic, and I believe in you. And I would love you to be a part of what we're doing here over the next few months. I want to be someone who is a constant support to you. Just like Psychology's magazine, it is a constant support to people that want to be supported. So what I'm interested in Fantastic Fridays, is what are the thoughts that you have that could be linked to an idea, right? I love ideas. And I really want to know, what ideas have you got about possibility with your health, right? You know, what is possible with your health? What is possible with your relationships? What is possible with your work and your wealth? What is possible? I'd love to know. What is it that you would like to do? Imagine this. If all I had to do was wave my magic wand and you could have what you wanted, how many of you would just say, this is exactly what I want? How many of you would say that? Are you ready? It didn't work that time. There you go. It worked, you see? Because sometimes when you try something once, it doesn't always work first time. Sometimes you have to keep going and trying hard. But what's really interesting about this whole concept of thoughts that lead to ideas, and this is what I really want to leave you with today, and I want you to really take some time to think about this, and it's this, that most people in the world are driven by their feelings, right? Most of us are driven. If we don't feel like doing something, we tend to not do it. But literally, your life is here today because of your forefathers. There were many things they did that how they felt had nothing to do with what they did. But most people are letting their feelings drive their actions, and then their actions drive their identity. They become what they do, right? I mean, there's no rocket science in that. We become what we do. The real challenge that we face is not letting our feelings run the show. It's to actually let our identity, right? Identity. So what I mean by this is, who is it that you want to become? In these three areas, what is it that you aspire to be? How healthy, how well do you want to be? How successful do you want to be? How happy do you want to be? To have an idea of who you're becoming and identifying with that person. And I'm going to share something with you really cool. Stay there. Have you seen this? Right? You know what that is? Anyone know what that is? Let me show you something. See what that says? Susie Skywalker. Do you know who Susie Skywalker is? Susie Greaves was her original name, and she's the editor of Psychology's magazine. She changed her name to Skywalker. Massive fan of Star Wars. She identified with a better version of herself, and that is who she strives to be. And with everything that Psychology's magazine does, it's all about helping people strive to be a better version of themselves. It's about helping people to have a better psychology. So if you were an actor in your own film, how are you performing? You'd perform better if you had an idea of how this character plays, if it was performing better than you currently are right now. Look, a great life, it doesn't happen by chance, it happens by design. We have to identify with where we're going. We have to let our identity drive our actions, right? And this equals how we feel. So we've got to, in many cases, do things that we don't feel like doing, because most people don't feel like doing very much at all. They just feel like sitting still. But if you sit still, there is a part of you that is dying in many cases, because we are here to grow, we are here to evolve, we are here to make a difference. That's what we're here to do. Everything in life, everything in nature exists for a reason. What is the reason that you're here? Maybe you've lost sight of that. I don't know. What I do know is I want to be a constant force in your life. I'm someone who's obsessed with helping people close the gap. And if I can help you, just reach out to us. Let us know. Let us know. I dare you. I actually dare you to think about some of what you want, right? What you want in any of these areas. And comment in this post. I want to be healthier. I want more energy. I want better relationships. I want a relationship. I want more money. I want to enjoy what I do more. Okay, if that's what you want, then the next question is, well, why? Why do you want that? I've got a very itchy nose, by the way. I'm very sorry. This is real. This is what I want you to think about. Maybe just pick one area and let's work together over the next few weeks and months to help bring these ideas to life. Does that make sense? Any questions? Does anyone want to ask me anything while I just take another scratch of my nose and just drink some more coffee?
Please can you save this live? I missed the beginning.
Absolutely, we will save it. We'll be on there. Follow me on Instagram as well. We'll put a link to that. It's just my name. It's Pete Cohen. In fact, we have just done 5 videos. It's at Pete Cohen _. We've just done 5 days of broadcasts on mental health, mental resilience, actually. And if that's a subject that interests you, please go and watch. But stay close, stay tight to everything that Psychology magazine does, because it's a place of opportunity, it's a place of possibility. Any other questions? Anyone want to share anything? Who's going to get involved with this and be active? We've got to be active. We cannot be passive, in our growth. We've got to take some action and let the magic happen, right? So I want to thank you for being here today. I want to wish you an amazing day. Let's take time to think about the people that aren't here anymore. Those people that lost their life in 9/11. What would they want for us? What would they say to us? They'd say, cherish the day. They'd say, live for opportunity, make things happen, seize the moment, because one day we won't be here anymore. you know. But we're still here. We're still in the game. I appreciate you watching. Please get involved. Make some comments, and I'll come back to all of your comments. And we'll see you soon. All the best.